Industrial revolution, colleagues, is not something which is new. We are already there, okay? It's just that it's only now getting a lot of pronouncement and visibility. I mean, all of us have heard about this thing called artificial intelligence, where cars drive themselves or park themselves and so forth. Somebody was telling me that one guy in China married a robot woman.
You've got the countries like your Americans, for that matter. You've got your countries like in the Asian countries, where their weather is more inclement than ours. And they continue to be building houses using the same methodologies, which is your wood, your timber, your fly ash, danziga, and everything else. But for some reason, with South Africa and the beautiful weather that people are so envious of, we are not able to utilize such alternative building technologies.
And now, as we talk about the fourth industrial revolution in the built industry, it therefore tells us that the first thing that we have to understand is internet governance itself. Because failure to understand that, it would mean that we will not know how to play on the space.
Now, my main concern is that, in fact, I was having a conversation with my chairperson and my SG the other day, and we were talking about this BIM. The worry is that when we look at the CIDB, grade 1 to grade 7, chances are once we've gone and adopted this, chances are all those guys will be gone out of the industry, meaning that we'll only be left with 8 and 9, because then they've got the money to outsource it.
And there is absolute unfairness in that. And so what we've been saying is, how do we facilitate the establishment of advisory centers so that we assist people as and when the problem arises, we deal with it and hopefully we close it. It doesn't mean that all of the problems will be closed, but at least an ordinary person who's a grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, 5, and 6, who really truly are only interested in running the projects rather than dealing with high-level issues. All they want is to ensure that their projects run.
So small companies now can be able to compete with big companies, accessing the professional skills or services that they need, that they cannot ordinarily have obtained or employed in their organization. But for us, this is also one of the things that we need to be thinking about. It is expected that as we get into the 2020s, just about 20% to 25% of current jobs are going to be lost. And this will hit mainly the middle income workers. And SME companies, which is predominantly BBCBE's constituency, are also at risk. But the minister did assure us earlier on, and this is the beauty about it, some jobs are going to be destroyed. Others will emerge. New sectors will also come up.
What are we doing as Africans to solve our own problems without completely relying on the rest of the world to solve our problems? And I really want to encourage everyone to say the fourth IR is here. And we must not sit and say, okay, it's here, AI is here, IoT is here, but I know nothing about it. Actually, there is self-learning programs that we can all embark on that will assist us to prepare ourselves and also to equip us with the knowledge that we need to solve our own problems without waiting for Microsoft or IBM or Google to come to Africa. So let's do our own things.
This is a big development for the country. I'm sure if the minister is pushing transformation, those who are against transformation are going to want to fight the minister. So we should be able to defend the minister if he's fighting for transformation, and especially for black business. But if we miss this opportunity, I'm sure 25 years down the line we'll be sitting here talking about the same thing of lack of access. We'll be sitting again as consumers. I'm sure by that time our buying power will be almost 95%. So we'll be just consuming what is being produced by other people.
We will have confidence in the solutions provided by our own and create a conducive environment for experimenting with innovative ideas. Colleagues, this does not only apply to government, it also applies to us as entrepreneurs in our companies.